Hey everyone, this is Sherri from Art by Intricate Chaos, and today we are going to do this easy glue and paper and oil pastel, and I might even throw in some chalk pastel, who knows. But this is a really easy project to do. Here's an example that I have done. This is one that one of my granddaughters have done. It kind of has a Van Gogh feel. We are using clear glue. I think the one that my granddaughter did was with black glue on black paper. And then here's another one that I did, a little bit different than this one. Anyway, so I'm just going to have these sitting here, and I'm going to move this up a little bit here. I'll move this off to the side. I just want to show you the difference of papers. This one I glued just on some heavy construction paper, and it's kind of buckled. So I'm not going to use that one today. What I have used for most of mine is a mixed media heavyweight, and I think it's acid-free black paper, and I like the way it looks better and handles the glue. So here's a couple different ones. You can see they're all different. I mean, you can do whatever you want for the outlines. And even this one has some bubbles, but I think I'm just going to work with it. So I'm going to set those off to the side. And we are going to glue one to show you how to glue. And I am using Aleene's tacky glue. It's a clear, sorry. Trying to get that in the camera. Aleene's clear tacky glue, and I had put it in a different bottle with a sharper or a more narrow point to the top to help me glue. So to start off, we're just gonna, I like using either making these suns or moons, whatever you choose that you want them to be, and just make a circle. And I kind of goofed that one up a little bit, so I'm going to make the glue outline just a little thicker. I'm going to spread it out a little bit because I think on that other one I didn't do that, and that's where I got bubbles. And then to make the landscape, we just glue some lines randomly across the page. However you want, as many spaces that you have, kind of makes it interesting. I think I'll make one more. Then what I've done before is where these points are, where I had made the glue meet, I make them a little heavier, just to show some different texture. You can go back over if you don't like if you want your lines to be a little thicker, and I think I want it to be a little bit thicker. And that's how simple it is. That's all there is to it. Just glue some lines, and then you let this dry overnight is best. So I set that off to the side, and luckily I have some already pre-glued, so we can get started. I think I'm going to mess with this one here that I said I had the bubbles, and they're not really bothering me, so we will work on that one first. Let me make sure that you can see what I'm doing in the camera. Okay, so this is glued overnight, and I have to decide if I'm going to make this. I think I'm going to make this a sun. So I'm just going to get my oil pastels, and like all of these materials will be linked down below so you can see what I used. These are just Pentel oil pastels that I believe I just got at Hobby Lobby. So I'm just going to start. It's almost like coloring, which I like to do. So I am just going to fill in my sun. with some yellows. And I'm not going to go over with you exactly what colors I used because I tend to mix a lot of different colors. But you can make this however you want to make it. And we will make the sky. I'm going to start with this lighter blue. And we're just filling in the top space here. That would be the sky. And you can see if I have added color onto the glue marks, it just wipes right off. It really doesn't matter. And I'm not really thinking about this too much. And that's what's kind of nice about this. You can just kind of lay down some color. And we will go back in with some other colors to make it more interesting. And before I blend it in, I think I'm going to add some more blues, this really light blue. And again, I'm not really thinking too much about it. I'm just laying down some color. There, I got some on the glue, but that's okay. And what's nice about these is each one will look different. I mean, you can see I have two different ones, and even the one one of my granddaughters did is different from what I did. So right now I'm just going to blend it out a little bit. And I'm just using a paper towel. I may end up using my finger here in a minute. Okay, I'm going to add some more color in here. I think I'll add some oranges. In between where I had made these glue lines. Maybe look like a fireball sun. I don't know if there's even such a thing. I'm adding some of this lighter color at the horizon line. Maybe a little up at the top. And again, I think this time I'm just going to use my finger. I'm going to blend it in. And I'm letting some of the black show through. So I'm going to do this one a little bit more piecier. The ones that I did up above kind of are blended a little bit more, but I think on this one I'm going to leave it a little more sketchy looking. Just add some white. And again, we're going to blend it. And I'm going to leave that sit for a minute because it's usually what I do, and then I go back and touch it up later if I want to. I'm going to lay down the different sections of landscape, and I'm going to use some greens and browns. And so I think on this one is going to be a green color, like an olive green color. Again, I'm just laying down color. And I think I'll kind of alternate it. I will use this color in the other sections too, but for the base, I'm just kind of alternating sections. And maybe a golden color here. And it's kind of yellow. Maybe this brown color. And I'll put this brown color in this section. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to get a different piece of paper towel and I'm going to blend. All right. Now I think I'm going to try something, and I'm just going to use some chalk pastels and add some different texture into the over the top of the oil pastel, and I kind of am liking the way that looks. And let's continue on with that. I'm liking that. Let's grab a green. And I just grabbed what I had on hand. I'm liking the streakiness, if that's a word, that I've created with the sky and the landscape. By putting the chalk over the oil, it's kind of making a dragging effect. Kind of like that. And let's do a kind of a reddish brown color over the and add some of that into the green. I'm going to grab that tan color and add some of that. And it kind of, like I said, it drags a little bit over this oil pastel, but that's okay. I'm liking the effect that it has. It's almost looking like sandstone. I'm just going to brush off the excess of the chalk to see where I need to go back. Since I like that, like what I started here, let's just do some of the blue up in the sky with some of the chalk pastel. And you're thinking, oh no, that's too yellow. No, we'll blend it. It will be fine. Now, since I used chalk, you will have to set this with the fixative spray, or you can use hairspray if you want. Like a cheap hairspray, aerosol hairspray works the best, so that when you don't get the chalk everywhere. Chalk can be very messy, especially if you're letting kids do it. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that. It's different. I think I will add a little bit more into the sky. Some blue. maybe some white to look like clouds a little bit. Yeah, I'm liking that. All right, let's add a little bit more into the landscape, and then I'll probably stop and let you guys create how you want to create. You can get as detailed as you want with these, or as abstract, vague, just subtle texture in each piece. The one I did, I'll bring it back down in case you can't see it very well. I went in with oil pastel, and I did like a stipple effect, and that's what I did on this one. I went in with this one's strictly oil pastel, and I went in with a stipple effect to make this field of flowers. This one has a little bit more detail. This one that I just did is going to be a little bit more abstract, and I kind of am liking the way this chalk is looking on here. So just maybe just a little bit more. I'm lightly going over this with my paper towel. I don't want to lose some of the lighter effects that I made with the lighter chalk. So anyway, I think I'm going to leave it at that with you all. And as you can see, that did not take me very long. This one took me a little bit longer because I added more detail. So make these the way you want them. If you want to make them more abstract or more detail, you can even go in like I did on this one, maybe, and add some abstract grass going a different direction. Your textures can be going different directions. You can see I've done all three of these, and all three of these look different. So anyway, have fun with it. Let your kids do it. This is something they can do this summer. You can glue it on the paper, and the next day go back in and paint it. This is a perfect project for kids, adults. Everybody should enjoy it. Don't forget to like and subscribe on this page, so when I release other drawings, you'll be able to be notified. Also, share with friends that may want to try this project. And thank you very much for spending a little bit of time with me, and have fun. Art is always fun, so just make it your own. Thank you.